Aging wine in oak barrels can have many benefits. Two of the major ones are that it can improve wine's texture and structure, and also it can impart quite interesting aromas and flavors. I'm Jacky Blisson, Master of Wine. Let's break it down. The wood is permeable. Oxygen will seep into wine being aged in barrel over time via the pores in the wood. This can lead to some pretty complex chemical reactions. Tannins, which can give an astringent, sometimes bitter note to red wines especially, can actually be softened by controlled exposure to oxygen. This can make wine smoother and more harmonious on the palate. To form a barrel, oak planks called staves are heated and bent into shape. The barrels are then toasted. This process releases flavor compounds, which can then impart aromas and flavors into wine aged in oak. The intensity and the types of flavors depend on a number of things. First of all, the toast level. The higher the heat, the more likely you're going to get roasted or grilled notes. Things like espresso or smoke, butterscotch are common. The lower the heat, the more subtle the flavors. Secondly, the origin of the oak. Oak can be sourced from many different countries, but the two major ones are France and the US. In a very broad general terms, French oak is tighter grained, tends to give more discrete oaked notes, whereas American oak is more pronounced. Notes of vanilla, of coconut, and dill are common. The third factor is the size of the barrel. The smaller the barrel, the more the impact of the oak, because the ratio of contact will be higher. You also have to consider the length of oak aging. Just as tannins will soften the longer they're in contact with the oak, flavors tend to integrate with longer oak aging. The perfect duration is impossible to calculate. It depends on the wine and the winemaker's style. Not every wine benefits from oak aging. Lighter, fruitier wines, like a lot of Sauvignon Blancs, Rieslings, Gamay, certain Pinot Noirs, for example, are often aged in inert vessels like stainless steel to preserve their primary aromas, those that are derived from the grapes. Oak aging is most common for wines that are bolder, more age-worthy. For white wine, Chardonnay is commonly fermented and aged in oak. For reds, Top Bourgogne, Bordeaux, Syrahs, Malbecs, grapes like this. There's a lot more to learn about wine and oak, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, santé!